And we are underway. Round number 1 between Constantine and GainTrain. Constantine as the warrior. Try to get in on close to deal some massive stun lock damage. But Constantine has no more mana left, so this could be an early potion right off the top that Constantine's going to have to use, and GainTrain still has about half of his mana left. Both players being very methodical about their movements here, and GainTrain is able to force Constantine to use the first potion of the first round here. Every time you teleport, it's going to cost you some of that mana, so you got to manage it wisely. Nice shot there from GainTrain, taking a little bit of damage as Constantine on that fireball. You can use mana, of course, to refill some of your health. It's only going to take you so far. Constantine trying to get up close on GainTrain. GainTrain's able to avoid him for the time being. Both players have exhausted a potion now, but Constantine does not have much mana left, so it looks like an early advantage at the moment for GainTrain here in round number 1. All it takes is one false move to turn that advantage into a loss. Constantine literally has no mana left and has to use his second potion. GainTrain still has about half of his mana. GainTrain getting some good shots in on Constantine. GainTrain almost walked into that one with Constantine. Constantine low on magic again, or mana again, excuse me. Might have to use his third potion. Now GainTrain uses his second. We're already down to half, and looks like Constantine might have gotten a little bit of damage in on GainTrain, because now, ooh, that was a close call there. Constantine was down to less than half of his health there. Had to use his mana really fast. GainTrain doesn't have much mana left before he's got to pop open the third potion. Both players have now exhausted 3 potions, but Constantine's about to have to pop his 4th, and he does so just in time. GainTrain really getting some good shots in with those fireballs. Being very methodical with his move, but here comes the head-to-head there, and GainTrain definitely lost some mana there, and he's going to have to pop a potion, but so does Constantine. He's down to 3 potions. GainTrain's got 4. GainTrain really getting some good shots in here. We've seen what that stun lock can do on players. These warrior versus magician duels. Constantine doesn't have much mana left on this go around, but neither does GainTrain. Now Constantine literally has no mana left. GainTrain still has a little bit left, so if GainTrain can get some damage in, he could be up by about a potion and a half. Instead, GainTrain has to pop his potion before Constantine does so to his. So Constantine is able to keep it within 1 potion for the time being. If Constantine can get that stun lock, he could turn this round upside down, but it's GainTrain that gets the shots on Constantine, and Constantine has to pop that potion, but so does GainTrain, so this game has tightened up a little bit between these two. They're literally tied right now, and actually I think Constantine has a little bit of a lead on GainTrain, so Constantine now getting in on him. And has to pop that potion for the first time in round 1. Constantine has a lead. But right comes Constantine, gonna have to use his potion, but GainTrain has used his last potion, and it's advantage Constantine right now. GainTrain's gonna have to find a way to pull this one back. Trying to get some fireballs in on Constantine, but now GainTrain is extremely vulnerable. He has no more mana left, so looking really good for Constantine to take round number 1 here. He still has 1 full potion left. There's the head-to-head, and down goes GainTrain, getting that combat in, and Constantine coming from behind to take round number 1. It's looking really good for GainTrain for most of this round, but Constantine making a nice comeback, and he draws first blood in this match. The score is 1-0 in favor of Constantine, and round number 2 will begin after they restock on their potions of rejuvenation. Yeah, GainTrain's strategy worked early in that first round, but then Constantine was able to get into a groove, start to figure out GainTrain's strategy, and was able to bring that round back to him. So GainTrain's going to have to make an adjustment here to try and knot up the score if he can. I've seen these two compete before, and Constantine has definitely had GainTrain's number as of late. But anything can happen here. Anybody who might be interested in joining the Diablo PvP League, you can type in !Diablo for more details. By the looks of things, both players have restocked. They just have to refill all of their mana. They'll be ready to go for round number 2. There is the Guardian. Round number 2 is about to begin. Once the dragon disappears, they'll be underway. So here we are, round number 2 between Constantine and GainTrain. And what is going on here? Somebody has randomly joined the server, evidently. Didn't see this coming, folks, but somebody decided to impede their progress, and that's definitely a no-no. They are politely asking this wannabe combator to leave the arena. I've never seen that before, and Constantine and GainTrain getting a good laugh out of that. I have no idea who the heck that was. Anyways, they'll shake off that false start, and we'll try it again. Round number 2 between Constantine and GainTrain. Once the dragon disappears, the duel is on. Here we go for real this time. Round number 2 between Constantine and GainTrain. Constantine up 1-0. Again, GainTrain off to a good start. Taking away a lot of that mana from Constantine, and he's vulnerable right now to have to sip the first potion again. Just like in round number 1. Constantine trying to get up close, but it's no good. He's going to have to pop that first potion. So, just like in round number 1, GainTrain with the early advantage. See if he's able to hold off. Constantine low on mana already, and GainTrain still hasn't popped the first potion yet. Constantine may have to use his second. Well, they're both very low on mana, so it's about a 1 potion lead for GainTrain at the moment, as GainTrain does sip his first potion. Constantine, though, getting some good shots on GainTrain. Now there's no more mana left for Constantine on this go around. Just like that, GainTrain has to pop his second and third potion. Constantine getting a stun lock on GainTrain as Constantine uses his second potion, but blink of an eye, Constantine taking the lead here in round number 2. Constantine trying to get another stun lock on GainTrain, and he's able to force GainTrain to drink another potion. So he's up quite a bit here as Constantine will drink his third potion. He's about a potion and a half ahead of GainTrain here. Constantine making that adjustment faster in round number 2 than he did in round number 1. GainTrain having the early advantage, but it's not really done him much good. GainTrain's going to have to rethink his strategy. When Constantine getting some more good shots on GainTrain. And down to half mana with only 3 potions left. Constantine's got 4 potions left. So again, about a potion and a half lead for Constantine. Constantine's going to have to watch his health, though. GainTrain now getting some good shots with those fireballs. And now GainTrain, who had caught up Constantine, both him and GainTrain down to 1 potion. GainTrain has to sip his final potion first. This head-to-head action between these two. Got ourselves a little bit of a barn burner to finish off round number 2. GainTrain's going to have to make the most of this last one. Constantine low on mana. This could come down to the final potion to be sure. Constantine losing some of his health, but GainTrain losing some of his mana. Constantine has not sipped that final potion yet. GainTrain trying to get some shots in. It gets some damage. And now both have exhausted all of their potions. It is going to come down to the wire here in round number 2. Slight advantage at the moment for Constantine. GainTrain's down to about half of his mana. Constantine has most of his mana left. But that advantage is pretty minuscule, as you can see. It's going to come down to who can time that shot properly. Who's willing to take that chance. There's the head-to-head combat. And down goes GainTrain. Constantine holds on and takes a 2-0 lead in the match. Another great duel. Nice comeback there from GainTrain. He was down by about 2 potions at one point and was able to almost equalize, but it just wasn't enough. And Constantine grabbing an early hold of this best of 13 match. Solid effort from both contestants here in that second round. GainTrain's going to have to find some other kind of strategy to get back into this match. With the Bountiful Staff of Fireball, you have 240 fireball charges, and you have to make sure you use those fireball charges wisely in each round, because once you run out, you're vulnerable, and Constantine, being the warrior that it is, getting those stun locks, you're pretty much a sitting duck when you run out of those fireball charges. Looks like Constantine is fully stocked, and it looks like GainTrain's got his potions of rejuvenation ready himself. Round number 3 is about to begin between Constantine and GainTrain. Constantine is squeaked by in the first 2 rounds. See if Constantine can further his lead even more, or if GainTrain can get back into this one. He is down 2-0. Looks like GainTrain not quite ready just yet. Looks like he needs to stock up. And then GainTrain will come back into the arena. Looks like GainTrain's got his equipment ready to go. Constantine standing by. A few moments. Round number 3 is going to begin. Let's see if GainTrain can get his first win of the match, or if Constantine can take a commanding 3-0 lead in this best of 13. And there's our dragon friend. When he disappears, round number 3 will begin. Potions ready on both sides. And they're off. Round number 3. See who can take the early advantage. Both dancing away with their teleports. Constantine was able to get, got a few jabs in on GainTrain right there. But when you go head-to-head like that, that is dangerous if you are the sorcerer. GainTrain already down 2 potions. Constantine is yet to use his first, but he's about to, as he's got no more mana left, and he did so just in time. My goodness. Now GainTrain getting a few shots in. He still finds himself down a full potion at this point. Constantine spots GainTrain and is able to get some more stun lock action here. Boy, he is taking control of round number 3. He's up by about almost 3 full potions. Here comes GainTrain. Boy, and he's down. He is down big. 3 potions. It is not looking good for GainTrain here in round number 3. Constantine's in control. It's going to take a mental mistake on Constantine's part, I would imagine, for GainTrain to bring this one back. GainTrain's only got 2 potions left. Constantine still has 5. Make that 4 and 1. So pretty much chopping at each other, canceling each other's moves. That early flurry from Constantine setting the tone here. Oh boy, and GainTrain gonna have to use that last potion. It is looking really good for Constantine, and that's it. GainTrain down, and Constantine takes a commanding 3-0 lead in this match. So after the first 2 rounds were pretty close, Constantine not fooling around here in round number 3, dominating that one and taking control of this match. He's up 3-0. To answer a question in chat, yes, there is technically a 90% diagonal move rule that if a player feels that their opponent is exploiting that too much, they can question that. It's usually not brought up when it comes to these duels, but yes, that is technically a rule in these PvP championship matches. Looks like GainTrain is fully stocked up and ready to go. And so is Constantine. Constantine trying to put a stranglehold in this match. He's looking to go up 4-0. GainTrain's got to win this one to get back into this match. You don't want to be down 4-0 on your opponent, especially with a caliber like Constantine. Both are ready. There's our dragon. Once he goes away, we'll begin round number 4. Hey, look, there's 2 dragons on screen. How can that be? I see 2 on Constantine's side, but only 1 on GainTrain's side. Well, in any event, here we go. Round number 4. And the good old Diablo 1 desync. That's definitely some desyncing. Boy, they are just chomping at each other quickly. Whoa! That's it! Wow. I have no idea what happened there, but GainTrain out just like that, and it's 4-0. Yeah, Elharm9 pointing out in chat, yeah, don't blink, you'll miss it. And Constantine absolutely dominating I mean, it was back and forth early on, but GainTrain could not react in time to pop that first potion, and he was down before you could say, I sense a soul in search of answers. That was just absolutely ridiculous. But it sounds like lag might have come into play in that one. So it shouldn't take very long for the contestants to restock. Contestants are confirming if it's 4-0, and it indeed is 4-0. That match did count. That round did count. Constantine did take it. Right now, Constantine in absolute control here, looking to go up now 5-0, as there is our Guardian. Once he goes away, round 5 will begin. Here we go. Round number 5 is underway.
Not enough mana.
Early advantage, it looks like, for GainTrain, as Constantine's used up all his mana already. He's not popped the potion just yet. Straight trying to hang in there, but now he's going to have to use his potion. So GainTrain with the early lead, much like he did in rounds 1 and 2 of this match. GainTrain's got a little less than half of his mana left. Constantine's had to use some of his mana already. Now, there's that stun lock, and just like that, Constantine takes the lead. It's not much of a lead. There's the second potion gone for GainTrain. Not much mana left for either, and there's the second potion gone for Constantine, but he still leads. GainTrain very little mana on this one. Pretty close between these two. Still a slight advantage for Constantine. GainTrain's about to gonna have to use his third potion. He does so right there. Not much mana left for Constantine. He's about to have to use his third. GainTrain trying to get the shots in, and he's able to do so. So both have used 3 potions. Still a slight lead. Now, whoa, man. They are really chopping at each other. Constantine's taken a lead by 2 potions after that flurry. Constantine just absolutely putting his warrior skills on display here. He's up a potion and a half just about on GainTrain in round number 5. GainTrain has cut the gap a little bit, but he's still down a full potion. GainTrain's going to have to get some... Ooh, now he's starting to get some shots in. GainTrain has definitely made up some ground here. Constantine doesn't have much mana left, and now they're both down to 1 potion left, but GainTrain had to use his last, and so did Constantine. It's going to be close, but it's advantage Constantine, I'd say. And there goes GainTrain again. That was a nice again. GainTrain having to come from behind for most of that round, was able to get it to 0 on both sides. But once again, Constantine squeaks on by and is up 5-0. The problem with GainTrain here is that he's had to play catch-up for most of these duels, and when he's made that comeback happen, it's just too little too late. Constantine pointing out that the Oganailatency has trained him good. Well, it certainly has. He has taken full control of this match. GainTrain gonna have to find a way to dig deep and try to start a comeback. It's looking really good for Constantine here as he's up 5-0. He only needs 2 more victories to take the match. Yes, indeed. If you are interested in wanting to know what Diablo PvP Championship play is all about, !Diablo. We have a Discord server and the rules of how these battles work. It looks like both contestants are ready to go. They are fully stocked. There's the dragon. Round number 6 is about to begin. Let's see if GainTrain can get on the board or if Constantine will have septuple match point, as it were. He'll have 7 chances to do it. Here we go. Round number 6. GainTrain piling away on those fireballs here, and no more mana left for Constantine early on. GainTrain still has most of his, but it's going to be GainTrain who has to pop his potion first, and Constantine hanging on here, and that stun lock is just so devastating. If you're not able to get out of it, you're going to lose a lot of those potions. Because of that, Constantine has a lead. Not much of a lead, but he does have a lead. Constantine low, and he's going to have to... Ooh, that was close. Constantine almost let his guard down there, and GainTrain's able to tie it up. Very close now between the two. There goes the third potion on GainTrain's side. Constantine still has plenty of mana left. He's trying to build a lead here. But Constantine low on his health. He used some mana there, but there comes Constantine. Just too much with the sword action there, and GainTrain's in big trouble again here in game number 6. It's a 5-3 advantage for Constantine. This is looking quite grim for GainTrain. Constantine has been quite impressive for much of this match. He has been in full control against GainTrain. GainTrain down to 2 potions. Constantine still has 5. So again, it's going to take a mental mistake on Constantine's part for GainTrain to take this one, something tells me. It's just been too much getting those stun locks in for Constantine. He's made it work, that's for sure. Now GainTrain only has 1 potion left. Constantine still has 5. And just absolutely shredding GainTrain, and Constantine is on match point. Yeah, just slicing and dicing GainTrain there, and Constantine has just been in full control. He's really been in full control in games 3, 4, and 6. 1, 2, and 5 were all close. In the end, Constantine squeaked by on those. And how GainTrain is going to have to somehow, some way, pull off the most improbable reverse sweep in speed gaming history if he wants to come back and take this match. Round number 7 is about to begin. Constantine looking for the clean sweep. GainTrain trying to avoid the donut. Constantine's ready to go, but GainTrain has to stock up on his equipment. We'll see if he's got something up his sleeve, or if Constantine can complete the 7-0 sweep. Looks like GainTrain and Constantine are just about ready to go. Constantine on septuple match point. He's got 7 shots at this. He's going to try and finish it off right here. There's our Guardian friend. See if GainTrain can avoid the sweep, or if Constantine finishes the job right here. Here we go, round number 7. So again, they're getting up close, hacking and slashing at each other. It's going to be GainTrain who will have the early advantage here in round 7. GainTrain pops a potion himself, so we're even again. Constantine less than half of his mana left, so GainTrain with a slight lead in round number 7 at the moment. A bunch of fire shields are going up in the arena. Constantine spots GainTrain, but GainTrain teleports out of the way. And Constantine will have to use, both of them will have to use their second potion. Constantine's starting to take a little bit of a lead, and just as I say that, we're even again. Constantine, look out, low on life, has to use his 4th potion. So GainTrain, well, he did have a small lead, but Constantine just took it right back. We're even again. This one could come down to the wire, folks. As once again, GainTrain putting up a fire shield. But Constantine wasn't fooled on that one. Nevertheless, GainTrain and Constantine hanging in there. About half of their potions left. It's now a small lead for Constantine. There goes the 5th potion on GainTrain's side. And, ooh, boy. There's the 6th one and the 5th, respectively. So Constantine starting to build a little bit of a lead on GainTrain here. It's about a full potion lead for Constantine at this point. Much life left for Constantine. He's gonna have to pay close attention. Now they're both down to 2 potions left. GainTrain, though, does not have much mana, but GainTrain trying to chip away at Constantine's mana here. Now GainTrain only has 1 potion left, and again, hacking in a slashing is Constantine. Now there's the last potion on GainTrain's side. This could be it, folks. Constantine has 1 full potion left. I'd say it's about a 3/4 potion advantage for Constantine at the moment. GainTrain gonna have to find a miracle to avoid the sweep. GainTrain taking away most of his mana has been taken away by Constantine here. However, Constantine doesn't have much life left either. He's going to have to be careful. So now they're both potionless, but again, it's advantage, and there it is! It's all over, folks. Constantine completes the sweep. A very impressive showing this evening. He wins 7-0. GainTrain gave it his best shot there in round number 7, but Constantine hangs the donut on GainTrain, and boy, was he impressive this evening. Constantine, you're a winner. We'll be moving on to the finals against Ogadai. Constantine pointing out that the firewalls were disturbing the casting, but in the end, it didn't really matter. Constantine taking all 7 games of the match, pulling off the sweep in very impressive fashion. See if we can try to get either one of these contestants up for an interview. And we do have GainTrain here in the commentators. GG, I know the result probably wasn't one that you were expecting, a 7-0 sweep, but you did make it close to several of those matches, but a couple of them, they just ended up being blowouts.
Yeah. I mean, Constantine's probably the best warrior to ever play Diablo 1. So, I mean, it's, I'm not surprised he beat me. He's definitely a very talented duelist. He showed tonight, and the firewall of desperation just wasn't even enough.
No, it certainly wasn't. I'll tell you what, that first round, though, kind of set the tone. You had an early advantage for most of that round. And Constantine out of nowhere came down to that last potion, but just weren't able to pull it off. And rounds 2, 5, and then the last round, all those came down to that last potion. Just couldn't quite bring it in, take any of those games.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, he's a very talented duelist, so we'll have to see what happens when he goes for against Agadai for the championship.
Agadai's been on quite the roll, though, GainTrain. I mean, Constantine mentioned he is one of the best warriors we have seen. He's able to prove it.
Yeah, yeah. I'm not sure why. You're kind of. Let me see if I can turn your volume up here or something. But I know what it is. It's probably my game.
Yeah, I can hear you loud and clearly, but it sounds like the folks at home not.
Oh, they can't hear me.
They can't hear somebody. I don't know if it's me or you, but I can hear you fine, and I know you can hear me fine as well.
Yeah, yeah. You're kind of breaking up a bit. I don't know if it's on my end or not, though. What was the last question you asked me?
The last question I had asked you, we had mentioned that Constantine definitely will be the best in terms of the Warriors here in the Diablo League. Well, now he'll have a chance to prove it against Agadai, who has been on quite the roll.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, they're Agadai and Constantine are definitely two Hall of Fame duelists, and both of them are, to be quite honest, the best duelists I've ever faced in the history of the game. I've been playing for a long time, so it's pretty cool to see. I wasn't expecting there to be this level of competition in the tournament. So these guys are good. These guys are good, 100%. I think I'm versus Constantine because I can't outpace him with that bountiful staff of fireball. So I might have to go with the S level 20 to try to get that lucky hit in there and just get the KO. I don't know. We'll have to see how it pans out.
Well, in any event, I know the score doesn't really reflect their showing this evening. Again, any of those duels were very close. It came down to the wire. In any of those would have gone your favor. Talking at 10, 11, 12. Constantine just had a few more breaks than you did.
Yeah, yeah.
If Constantine is going to come up for an interview.
Let me see. I don't know. Hey. Yeah, he didn't get an invite. Let me. I got one, but he didn't. I'm not sure why. I'm send it to him.
That's weird. I knew how
Yeah.
to send it. Obviously, I do so. There we are. We do have our winner, Constantine, here in the commentators. GG, congratulations. A very impressive effort this evening with a 7-0 streak. Did you ever expect to pull off that kind of thing? Can you hear us, Constantine? See it, but I don't see your microphone. Friend?
Yeah. Let's see what Constantine has to say. I'm curious to hear his. Maybe he's not going to join us.
On second thought, it looks like that he may not be able to join. Sounds like there might be an issue, so we do apologize for that.
Okay, guys. Sorry.
Ah, there you are, Constantine.
Constantine, good games, man. Just blew me out of my britches there. 7-0. Disgrace.
Yeah, well,
Hey, you definitely had some luck there, Constantine. I mean, it all you set the tone there in round number one. GainTrain had a lead on you for much of that round, and it looked like GainTrain was going to draw first blood, but then you kind of figured out his strategy and you bounced your way back and came down to that last potion. You were able to take it away, and you had some blowouts there along the way in rounds 3, 4, and 6. But the other rounds that you won, 1, 2, 5, and 7, but all 4 of them came down to the last potion, and you were able to survive all 4 of those. And sometimes it just takes a little bit of luck, because this easily could have gone 10 or 11. But you definitely showed real skills with that hacking and slashing, and a lot of people were in our chat were very impressed by your performance tonight.
thank you, man. I think that most of my work was because we with Gain are playing dueling for quite a while, so I kind of know how he moves with his teleports and phasing. So I try to teleport to the spots that I think he will go, and that's it.
Yeah, that's basically what you got to do. You got to try and figure out your opponent's strategy, and if you're able to do so, you can get a leg up on them and take a few games away. And well, again, very close. Again, the match score to me doesn't relate to how competitive this match was. It was a 7-0 victory for Constantine, but again, many of the rounds were quite competitive. Again, came down to the last potion, and both of you were very impressive this evening. But Constantine, you're just too much for GainTrain this evening, so you're moving on against Agadai. Another rematch against him. What do you think about that?
Well, I don't think it will be 7-0.
I didn't
Yeah,
think this was going to be 7-0, to be honest. I didn't think it was going to be that.
Yeah, same.
I didn't think it was going to be that much of a blowout, but once again, I was telling everyone earlier. I mean, you're definitely one of probably the best warrior I've ever dueled. I've been dueling for a long time, so I gotta take my hat off to you, man. It's quite impressive to see someone play the warrior the way you do, for sure.
Same, yeah. Big respect.
Most definitely. And GG to the both of you this evening. Fine performance from the both of you, and I'm sure we will see the both of you again in a future duel. You two are two of the best in the business.
Oh, thanks. I appreciate that.
All right. If there are no other questions or comments, I think we'll go ahead and tonight.
Yeah, well, I want to thank everybody once again for participating, commenting, and speak the speed gaming community overall. And that will be for me for this night.
Yeah, I'll chime in and say thank you again to everyone, tuning in, watching the duel. Everyone behind the scenes. Law's card for commentating, definitely a big help. So, thank you, everyone. We really do appreciate it.
Thank you very much, and please make sure you give both of our contestants, Constantine and Queen, follow. Tremendous job tonight. But that's going to do it for us here on Speed Gaming 2. And I want to thank everybody for watching, and we will see you again next time for the Diablo PvP Championship here on Speed Gaming. I'm LOZ Cards Fan 23. Have a great night. We will see you again next time. So long, everybody.